What up, people? Whoo! I was just looking at myself. I said, damn, I look tired. But the thing is, I'm not tired. I just woke up about an hour ago. I've been sleeping all day. Which is why I got on here. Because I had another conversation with my spirit guides. And today, well, this evening, we were talking about generational wealth. Now, the interesting thing about this topic is that as it is in the physical, people are trying to get reparations from the government. However, from my own spirit team, spirit guides, ancestors, everybody that's involved with me spiritually, is letting me know that's not the way to go. What's happening is the division already happened between the dimensions, New Earth and the old Earth. So trying to get something from the old Earth, it ain't gonna happen. They don't even have enough resources anymore to keep their own agendas alive. So the last thing they're trying to do is think about black folks. You know, black people are becoming too powerful again, so they have to really strategize on the next whatever it is that they do. So anyway, I'm not going to talk about them. I'm talking about how to get generational wealth. It's not by working. It's not by your businesses and creating a legacy in the physical. It's about connecting back with your I guess your soul. Connecting back with your soul. It's difficult when I get on here and talk about things because everything for me is already in alignment. So I don't have a specific, I go to this person or I go to this one, or deities and all. I don't do that. I just speak from my heart and I connect with the spirit that is guiding me. God knows who to send to me to assist me. I say Yahweh, I say Yeshua, but at the same time, it can be my Nana. It can be other ancestors that I've never even met. Whoever comes to me is who is working with me to help me understand what I need to do. So it's not a physical thing that I'm talking about here. I'm talking about not even go to DNA ancestors.com. I don't know what that's a setup, by the way. Okay, so the more y'all do that, the more you're allowing them to connect with you, and they're gonna get your information before you do. Okay, because everything that we have inside of us, it is divinely connected to God. It's source. Our bodies, our vessels, our energy, everything is source information. So every time you go out, you give your blood out, you give your parts of your body out. Those are sacred pieces that you are putting back into the matrix system to help them have control over you. So as less as possible, stop going to these physical people and asking them for assistance. Pray about it and let God lead you to the right resources. I need to say that because I went to the dentist and I found out just recently that extracting your teeth is also causing them to have power. You know, my blood, every time I was donating blood, every time I was having to take blood panels and everything, they're using that stuff. And I'm like, wow. I mean, we take it for granted because we want to trust the system like everybody else, but they're not us. The black body is filled with diamonds, okay? We looking for diamonds externally. We are the diamonds. And we need to shine bright like them. But that's another topic. Like I said, I always go from one thing to another. But the point is that I'm making, when I learned about my teeth, I got 2 of my teeth extracted from because the military required it. Why? Right? It wasn't nothing wrong with my wisdom teeth. Wisdom teeth. What God protected me was my top was too high in my nostrils, so they couldn't extract them. You know why? Because that's how my pineal gland is working. That's how come I'm so super fucking smart. So they couldn't extract these teeth. And that's what they're trying to do. Extract parts of us that they can use for whatever way they're using it to maintain control. So hold your own, keep your own body parts as long as you can. Anyway, enough of that. The generational wealth that the ancestors are talking about, it comes from you working within yourself. For instance, you're hearing a lot more about black sheep, about chosen ones. You're hearing these titles now that are becoming more prominent. Well, they're not just titles. It's really a way of saying there are certain people in each generation that is supposed to close out the karmic cycles, the karmic patterns in their lineages. And the only way to receive your generational inheritance, spiritual inheritances, is when you're ready to receive them. You can be blessed with a lot of money and you can fumble it because you think that you're supposed to get that money and build buildings and have businesses as legacy, but that's not true legacy. True legacy is within the spirit. So when you are healing and you're going in and you're dealing with your wounding, whether it's your maternal or your paternal side, it's going to all work together because it's your masculine and feminine energies that you're working on. And when you're doing it, it's not just to say, oh, I'm getting better, I'm getting into my authentic self and I'm doing this and that. No, you become the new leader for your whole lineage back to your ancestors who were in slavery, who did not have the opportunities that you have now. You are the vessel for every person that has been through your bloodline. And even the ones that are demons, you even help to change the karmic versions of them, the karmic cycles. As a matter of fact, okay, I'll tell you like this. These kids especially that die, I don't know any names, but these young black men that are dying, these young black women that are dying, they're not actual people. They are symbolic to what we are supposed to be looking at. They are reincarnations of what was experienced. So until the leaders of these new generations start closing out these generational patterns, that's going to continue. That's a cycle that's being pushed forward so that we can see what we need to work on now. When you incarnate into the earth, you don't come here just to have a life experience. You actually come to close out karma. You know, some people have done things in your family that they wasn't able to repent from. So it's the seeds that continue to grow throughout each family member. That's why the families are so dysfunctional, because whatever happened prior to that generation, it kept going. And so everybody is linked to somebody that has done something that you are now paying for. So your children that are coming up dead, they're not just dying. They are symbolic measures to the level of what you need to do. I know I'm having a hard time explaining this because I feel spirit, I feel them telling me, but I can't really translate it. So if you can follow me, what I'm saying is the only way to put an end to all of these things that are happening is through you. Your healing work is not about you. It's about what is going on in your bloodline. So while you're worried about money and getting wealth, it's not going to come, because you look at it like this. If they were to bless you with all this abundance that is due to you, would you really be able to sustain it? Emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually? You might be able to do it financially, get you some businesses. You might be thriving in the business areas and you know how to spend your money properly. But it's way more than that, because as I told you guys before, money is energy. So whatever that energy is connected to, that's where it's going to go. So you can have the right mindset, but if your mentality is not solid and it's not in alignment with your purpose, then it's going to wither away. It doesn't matter the amount of money you have. You can be a billionaire and still lose all of it just by making a single wrong choice. Anything that's not in alignment at this point in everyone's life is going to show up very quickly, because as I also mentioned, that there is a veil. The side of spirit and physical is now open. There is no veil. I'm not sure about that, but there is no protection. Spirits are coming in. They already inherit the earth. They're already on earth, but there are other spirits that are now coming through. Those that are helping us and those that are coming against us. The only way to know the difference is knowing who you are when you're sitting with yourself. Okay, you can put out a plan. Okay, I'm going to spend money on this, I'm going to spend money on that. But put the money aside and start asking yourself, where am I? Oh, see, this is how I know. My nose is tingling. I said I was never going to tell you guys that because it's distracting, but actually it's distracting for me trying to talk. My nose and tingling and pause. Okay, I'm sorry about that, y'all. This is the most they have done that to me. I must really be speaking for them because they get me sometimes. It be energies. These are good energies that's really doing it. The last video where I was telling y'all I got choked up, like they didn't want me to say some stuff. Yeah, those are the other that I'd be rebuking them. But these are the ones that's coming through. So a few of y'all ancestors, they here, okay? They're like, yes, tell them, because they're not going in the right direction. You have the ideas, but you need to allow them to come in and help you. And the way to do that is sit quietly. Don't make any plans. Don't try to do anything in your own will. The ideas will all of a sudden come to you like, I never thought about that. The creativity, whatever you need, they are here, okay? They are so here, they are all over me. If y'all can see, I got the chill, they're not chill bumps, they're spirit, I forgot the name of it. I'm excited now, like, oh my gosh, whoever's gonna receive these messages, I'm really happy for you, because your ancestors and spirit people are around. They are ready to get y'all paid. But you have to first do the work to understand what that means. If they was to bless you with the finances that you need, are you prepared to handle it?